Hey guys, welcome back to another video on Sprocket. This is episode 2 of building a small tank with a giant gun. I say giant, I'm not sure if it's going to actually be that big, or we'll do multiple variants, one with like a 20mm and one with maybe like a 75, we'll see. Anyway, this is what we ended up building last time, and honestly, I do think it looks pretty sick. We get our engine mounted on the back, we get our massive exhausts on the back as well, we have a little gunner in the front as well as a driver, and overall, just looks pretty cool. So today, what are we doing? We're going to build a turret. Let's get on with it. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab ourselves a turret and mount it directly onto there like so. I'm then going to make it very small, or kind of small anyway, and we're going to shove that to the front. What we're going to do from there is make the entire thing very round. It's not going to stay too round, but that's what we'll do for now. Alright, so this is round, which is kind of nice, I suppose. Let's go ahead and squidge it just a little bit like this, and we'll also squidge it a little bit like that. It's now round and weird looking, which is, I don't know, do we want that? Maybe. Anyway, select all of it and make it a little bit wider like so, and make it a little bit wider this way as well, and that's pretty cool. Does it look strange? Yes. Is it going to look okay in the end? Maybe. Alright, so what I want to do now is actually split this. I know it seems a little bit weird to do so, but that is what we're going to do. I actually really want to just drag this down like so. It looks a little bit strange doing that, but it's fine. And we are actually going to go ahead and extend this side and this side backwards. So let's go ahead and extend it. There we go. Drag these guys backwards like this, and obviously make it shorter or skinnier as we go. So yeah, it looks very, very weird so far, but actually I think this is going to look really cool in the end. What I want to do from there is actually grab each of these, not that one, and I'd actually really like to move them down slightly like this, and then I'm going to extend them, and I'm going to squidge them in as well. So that's going to come inwards like this, and it's also going to come inwards kind of like that. There you go. So the bottom side is quite nice. Yeah, that looks huge, but I like it. Okay, so what I'm going to do next is actually grab the entire top piece, just like so. We are going to extend that again, and we are going to squidge it in, obviously, like we normally do, just like that, and just like this. And that is how we are essentially going to leave it. Yes, it looks odd, but it's supposed to. Okay, next thing that we're going to do is actually go to this guy, and we're going to just send those outwards like so. Might look a little bit strange, but at the same time, doesn't look too bad. There we go. We are then going to extend this piece and shove it backwards in there like that. Is that odd? Yes. But is that where the gun is going to go? Yes. Okay, so firepower, mantlets, yes, I actually really want to go with one of these, which is what I normally do, and honestly, it looks quite cool fitting in there, so let's do it. It is going to be a 75mm cannon, and I don't know, we're just going to try and make it work. So, the length of the rounds is going to be 550 on the propellant length, there we go, and then we're going to try and fit the cannon to that, I guess, so let's go and extend this out. It will start a little bit wider. Let's go with 20. There we go. And this bit's going to be 20 as well. We'll have some recoil on there. This is only going to be 10. And this will be 10 as well. And I'm going to extend it once more to make it just that little tiny bit bigger. There we go. That looks so weird, but I think really cool too. Alright, so what I'm thinking we do is actually squidge it just a little bit so it doesn't look too weird, and extend it forwards just a little bit too. Extend it wider just a tiny bit as well. There we go. And obviously we need this to fit, so drop that back down onto there. There we go. Drop it backwards so that it fits on the actual tank. And go again. Oh, that's cool. I like it. Alright, so what else is it actually going to need? Well, it needs a Commander's Coup Plus. Let's go ahead and try and shove one of these onto there. Obviously, I am going to make it a little bit smaller so that we can still attach it, but so that it fits. We're going to go ahead and send it backwards slightly and inwards slightly as well. There we go. And now we need to figure out the rest of the stuff. Antenna. I think one of these would actually be really cool. So let's go to the rear and essentially just shove that on there like that. I think I might have moved as I put that on, so let's do it again. There we go. And stowages. I mean, some stowages would be kind of sick, but I don't know how I'm going to fit them on the top. Not sure just yet. Right, okay, crew hatches. Let's go with one of these. We'll shove that onto there like so. And then we are going to need a bunch of other things as well. So we need to attach those on too. I am, however, going to attach this on. And I'm just going to drop it down and in. And that's going to stay there just like that. Yeah, looks a little bit odd, but sure, why not? Okay, next thing. I actually kind of want to add these guys to the sides, on both sides if possible. Let's make them a little bit skinnier if we can. And I want it to fit on there. I also want it on both sides, obviously. So let's go ahead and do this. There we go. And now we have some little hooks on both sides. Nice. Okay, next thing that I'm going to do is actually add one of these guys at the back. And I'm actually going to go and add a similar one to the front, so that in the building process of this tank, they'd have been able to lift it up via both of those. A little bit strange, I know, but sure, why not? Back down here, we are going to go and add this guy down there, and that totally fits. Yes. Wouldn't mind doing something with these around the front, so something along the lines of that. There we go. Do another one, and maybe another one as well. There we go. So 3 of those. Kind of like so. Looks sick. Yeah, I think we're good. Alright, so one of the next things that I actually do want to get on with is going on to the inside of here, selecting all of the interior pieces, and essentially, I'm going to make those maximum armor. Okay? It's a weak spot, it definitely is, but yeah, maximum armor in there is going to be more than anywhere else on the tank. So even though it is a weak spot, it is fine, you know? Anyway, let's go ahead and grab all of these around the front at the top. There we go, across to there. And I think we're actually only going to go with about 85 millimeters of armor up there. Not too much at all. On the sides, we're actually going to go ahead and bring that down to like 50, I guess. Yeah, 50. There we go. And then on the rear, we're only going to go with 35, I believe. I think that'll be good anyway. So, yeah, grab all of these. There we go. All the way up to there, including these guys, I guess. There we go. 35. And whoosh. There we go. Brilliant. Underneath the turret, I guess we need some. So let's go ahead and change that to be 20. There we go. And the roof is going to be 25, because that's how we did everything else. All right, here we go. If I can grab it all. It's kind of hard to see, because obviously I've made it cream, which is very close to yellow. But there you go. 25. Nice. Okay, we're good. Driver must be in the hull. What do you mean? What do you mean? Oh, I see, because we've only got a driver and a commander. So, I want this to be a 3-man tank, I believe. So, we are going to go with a driver, a commander, and a gunner loader. There we go. I think that's all I want to do. I don't think we've got enough room for all of it, though, so this is going to be tricky. This is going to be very tricky. Okay, so we need to come up with a lot of room from somewhere. I just don't know where it's going to come from. We also still need to add some ammo racks, which is not good. All right, there we go. Just add one of these to the side right there. Drag it backwards so that it's in the back of the turret. And try and make it fit. There we go. And there we go. So we have, how many rounds is that? That is 24 rounds. Not too bad. But yeah, we need to make the person actually fit in there. Oh, this is not good. Alright, so what if we actually just make them really, really cramped in there? Like, all of the guys inside are going to be cramped. Even then, we still don't have enough room. So we're going to have to figure this out, aren't we? We definitely are. There's certain things that we can do, though. I guess. We can get rid of some of the fuel, but we've already got rid of most of it. The suspension is tiny anyway. The turret is just massive and full of crew. What we could do is obviously make this a smaller gun. And I think that might be the only way of actually getting around this. So let's go with a 57mm cannon, which does make it a little bit better, but not an awful lot better. Crew, let's bring this up to there. There we go. If we go to the engine, I guess we can make that smaller as well. There we go. And make the basket space even bigger. Oh, we are so close. We are so close. Right, so go to fuel. Drop this down to like 35 liters of fuel. And then we should be able to get away with this. There we go. We've used up pretty much every little tiny bit of space that we have. And now we have a cannon. Look at that. Okay, right, good. So let's go to crew. Go to viewports. We need an actual gunner's sight. I'm going to shove that there for now and then move it over to the side. And down. Pretty much in between these bits. And there we go, we can see. Nice, yes. Okay, make sure the driver is actually in there. Yes, okay. What is going on here? Was everybody in the turret? What's happening? Right, basket space needs to be smaller. There we go. And now everybody fits. Excellent. Okay, so what we're going to do now is actually add a bunch of tiny rivets around the actual top of this. And then that's pretty much it, actually.
Can't find a time where I can tell ya what I feel now. Been biting my tongue for a while. The words just wanna come out. I'm too afraid to be rejected. It's so expected. I feel like I'm out of my mind, but I know I can't deny you. I am so alienated. Sitting on planet X. I'm becoming the person I've hated. Wonder what will happen next. Yeah, I don't know why. It's like a charge around us that just feels right. Can't get my head around it.
Alright, so there it is. It has a bunch of rivets around the actual cannon now, or around the turret I should say. And I do think that actually looks really cool. Let's go ahead and fire off a shot just because we can. 3, 2, 1. Boom! Reloads every 5 seconds. Let's have a little look at the recoil. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, that's actually really nice. I like this thing a lot. It still moves. It obviously already has armor and stuff like that. And overall, it's actually pretty cool. I like it. Obviously, the turret does seem a little bit too big, but because I was designing it around a Japanese tank, it sort of makes sense. So there you go. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. In the next one, we're going to go ahead and test this thing out.